Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story today? Let's find out. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's great to see you. I hope you enjoy today. Let's see what the cards have to say. Your energy has been incredible. I literally just am floored by the ascensions of all of you. You guys have gone through that portal. You are actively discovering and remembering who you are. And that's why we're elephants today. You're remembering. You are remembering who you are. You knew all along somewhere inside there, but you're also reminding the world who you are. So we got first the moon. And this is very significant because a lot of these shifts started with these Capricorn full moons, which moved us into a very earthly course. It brought everything to light. It moved in the direction of being grounded and the end of this cycle. The convergence of one timeline to the current one. We took a big detour. 16 years is a long time, but we're back. This is great. You've been keeping this pretty secret on what you're up to and what you're doing. Like, the people around you think this is your energy. They think this is what you've been doing. Crying over the past, heartbroken, sick in bed, beating yourself up about this, not able to face the world or face life, and really stuck in a lack mindset. You're poor. You're poor emotionally and physically and just in every possible way. You just have nothing. And you've been keeping all this secret because behind the moon, you've got the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. And you are the Emperor. So behind this moon was all this. They thought you were like, just licking your wounds and sad and all this. And no, you were just working. You were just working on yourself. You didn't let their judgments cloud your goals, your life. You were like, you can take this. You can take all this play fighting. You can take all this aggression, this hostility that you're directing at me, thinking that this is my life. Meanwhile, you're over here just creating the hell out of life. You're focusing, instead of focusing on the negatives of, they think this is you. And meanwhile, this is you. You're like, what? I'm happy. I'm thinking about my past in a fond way. What did I learn? What am I holding on to? Who made me who I am? It wasn't all this. It wasn't just poverty and sadness. No matter what these people were doing to you, that's what they wanted you to feel because you were easy to control in that way. But you kept it. You might have gone into repose. I mean, I didn't get the Hermit, but you might have. I don't know that you were really isolated, but you were just keeping to yourself. You were like, oh, I'm still wild. I've still got a shadow side. I still have what makes me me. But I'm not going to let that impact my future. You're like, no, I'm going to slowly work ahead until there's a massive, it's like the sun came out. This is the foundation. This is like the crowning of your spread. This is like the sun is at the top of your spread, shining light. And there's just this little shadow here. And you're like, yeah, I have a shadow side. Yeah, I'm not so sweet and innocent. But they didn't know that. So now the sun is shining light on everything, and you're a champion. You are a champion, and you are celebrating, and people are celebrating with you. They are like, there's been a ton of people, although there's been all these people in the background doing all this, there has been a group of people cheering you on behind the scenes. When you came out into the light, in the spotlight, because you're the star, they were like cheering. Yes, yes, yes. We knew you could do it. We knew you could do it. I mean, you got some good people in your court. Just remember, these people, they're sad. Sorry, they're sad and pathetic. They're like so sad and pathetic, and all they want is heartache and sadness and despondency, and they just can't imagine how someone who went through all the stuff, some of these people put you through this stuff, how you can make it out, and you can smile, and you can create. And they're like, that's impossible. I knocked this person down. I knocked them down. I knocked them down so bad they couldn't even get out of bed. Oh, well, that one's a good card. We don't want that. And they were sad and alone, and everybody left them, and they had nothing, and they just, they were sick and heartbroken, and yes, I kept them busy. Meanwhile, here you are. You're like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Haha, I fooled you. And now that and you weren't doing it to fool anybody, but you're like, why are these people obsessed with my downfall? Why do people want me unhappy because I'm happy? But you are the sun. You are shining light on everything. You are brightening people's days. You are brightening. You don't even realize that when you interact with people, when you give them a sign of kindness, when you show that you still have hope after all the things you've been through, it gives them light. They can make it through the day. They don't have to feel like they're going to, get knocked down and never be able to get back up. You'll reach out your hand. You'll shine light on the fact that there are positive, great things that are coming into their lives. That just being around you. Look at look at this cup. It's flowing over. It's new life. It's forgiveness. It's purity. The lotus flower. You are having an ascension. You are waking up. Your crown chakra is glowing. It is not just purple anymore. That crown chakra of you guys is just like a halo of light, like the sun. It's like the sun is around your aura, and it's just glowing. That's incredible. I've been feeling you guys moving in this direction. It's incredible. Like, it's been so fast moving. And so I'm kind of happy to see. Also, here we got the sun, which is, now we're in the Leo season, this bright sun, this lion's gate. We are moving through that portal. The sun is what I keep seeing the portal look like. It is a gateway. The sun is a gateway through back onto the timeline that we were supposed to be on. We had to go through these journeys. You had to go through this, and this, and this in order to be on the correct path. This is a lot of hardship. You guys survived this. That's incredible. You always knew, as long as you had one cup, as long as you had your memories, as long as you had one pentacle, you would be successful. And you are. You've gone through all the journeys. You've gone through each fool's journey path, through all the swords, all the wands, all the cups, all the pentacles, and you were sitting here Now you are an authority because you have all of this. You shine light where there's shadow. Even this moon is so big. The moon, I don't know if anybody else has noticed. I haven't been able to take a picture of it because the iPhone says that it's the sun, and it just gets all blurry. And I'm like, wow, the moon is now a spotlight. Once it hid things, now it's bringing them to light. There is no shadow that people can hide in anymore. Everything that everyone has done, good or bad, it's coming back tenfold. Tenfold. Yes, like this. 10. See how happy these people are? See how much they're celebrating you? It's because you put in every cup into other people, into your connections. People tried to knock you down, but it didn't happen. And I keep getting, I have these cool animal spirit, I don't remember what they're called, animal messages. I just got this deck of cards at a thrift store. It was brand new, never opened. I got it for like $5. It was incredible. So, but I keep pulling the same cards. I had someone else pull cards, and they got these too. So it's the llama. And let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. All the stuff that's been done to you has created a sense that there's something to be afraid of when you are close to someone. If they get to know you, they're going to use it against you. But this is telling you to remember that you can be intimate, you can be close, you can be vulnerable. And with that, you gain so much, and you are understanding that. This is more of a confirmation read. I feel like you guys are already, if you're not there right now, you are moving there very quickly. And by the time this reading is given to you guys, this story, we will be going into a retrograde, a Mercury retrograde. And that's actually kind of a respite. There's not a lot of wands in this reading, which is great. The only wand that I sort of got was the Page of Wands. And I see this card as a very sexual card, a very propositional card. There is some sexual energy coming in. I think you guys have been so focused on your own personal emotional successes and bringing your ideas to light that you may have forgotten a little bit about the passion, the intimacy here. Everything's been moving so quickly with thoughts and ideas and all these things that we may have forgotten a little bit sidetracked when it comes to our desires, our passion, our sexual nature. And so this is saying, hey, don't forget, hey, as things slow down in these other areas, get out there and, meet somebody. If you already have somebody, make sure you're giving them a little attention. They want you. You are shining bright, and they want a little bit of that action. So, like they want to celebrate with you, but in a more sexual way. And that's pretty cool. I mean, this is saying get back out there and, discover your intimacy. And this is saying, here's some intimacy, some passion. The bat also keeps flying out. Bat, you have the power to transcend failure and move into a limitless future. You're not letting these hardships, this judgment, this self, this depression and this hostility hold you back. Yes, okay, you've had failures, but you're not focusing on that. I mean, whenever I get this card, I see this as a past, happy, fond, Thinking about things that made you who you were, that touched a special place in your heart. You may not have had a good childhood, but I bet you there are moments, whether you were with an animal, a sibling, a friend, someone you just met at the park, whoever it was, even yourself, maybe your imaginary friend, but it made you who you were. And when you look back at it, really look back at it as the whole feeling, not looking back and going, well, now I know my childhood was horrible and my parent did this and that. Okay, they did. Maybe your siblings weren't nice to you. Maybe your friends weren't nice to you. Maybe you spent all your childhood alone. But there were moments in it, and you're now looking back at your past, and this could have even been more like you're young, in your 20s or your teenage years, and you're like, oh, I remember that place. I remember that sweetness that made me me. And you're using those memories to transcend these failures that people have been very judgmental about. I bet if you were to actually bring up all the things that they've failed on, it would be a whole different subject. They'd be like, well, you're just so mean. How dare you? How dare you say that stuff to me? And it's just like, so don't let it bother you. I mean, they're just, they just want to, be relevant in your life. And you're like, I don't have time for that. I'm here having fun. I'm here celebrating, and I'm here getting busy. So, I clarified with the moon. I clarified with the moon card. Sorry about that. Because we got the moon as the foundation of the spread, the main issue here. And it says, show the world the real you. This keeps coming out. It's the full moon in Aquarius. And surrender to the divine, full moon again. And then we had the moon, which in this deck in particular is quite full. So there's a lot of full moon energy here. It's like really, focusing on that shadow side, those desires, the things that drive you. And you've worried long enough about people seeing you. They judge you anyway. Who the hell cares? Yeah, they're going to judge you for howling at the moon. Oh, well. And I love full moons. I love, getting out. I go to the beach. And, I was out on the beach during the full moon in Capricorn taking pictures. It looked a lot like this. And it was incredible. I was like, who cares what anybody thinks of what I'm doing here? I'm having a blast, and I'm seeing the nature that God brought to us. So surrender to the divine within yourself. You are finding that. And show the world the real you. I want to see it. Put it down in the comments what you're working on. Claim this message. Let's see. Claim 18. So the moon card. Or 9. 9-9. 9-9 is our moon message. If this is your message, confirm down there with 9-9. So, or the moon. Whatever speaks to you. It's really about your own, bringing your own touch, your own cup to every situation, because we need you. So I love you guys. If this was your message, if this was your reading, if I read your story, great. Love this energy. If I didn't, come back and I might be reading your story. And if you liked this, please like it, subscribe, and comment. I try to get back to everyone. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.